Hey viewers, welcome back to Andy's Garage. Hey, in the garage today, I've got the 1996 Geo Tracker back on the lift. In the past, I did a few different videos for different things on it. Well, I made a deal with the lady, made an offer, couldn't pass up. So now she belongs to me. Anyway, I've done several things to it in the past couple months as I've had it. But today I'm working on these wheel lugs because they are rusted out pretty bad. The ones I'm using are the Dorman, the 610336. So, but anyway, I got this side done already, and I was working on the other side, and I thought, hey, why not make a video? I haven't made a video in a while because I've actually been pretty busy out here, too busy to make a whole lot of videos. So I'm starting to slow down. I thought I'd go ahead and make this video. So anyway, let's get started. Viewers, these are pretty straightforward thing to do. Like I said, I already got started on this side, and I thought I'm gonna go ahead and make a video because I haven't made one in a while. But anyway, it's just really easy to do. You just take the broken lug stud, for whatever reason, like these here are completely rusted, so that's why I'm replacing them. But if you break it off or whatever, strip it out, whatever, it's the same thing. Just take a BFH, that's nothing fancy here. And you don't have to get crazy hitting it. Just let the hammer do the work. Just you'll hear the change in pitch when it's starting to come out. But when you knock these out, make sure you're not hitting it up against something that's going to keep it from coming out all the way. The reason I started up here is because I can get a better swing. But now I got it in an opening spot here. I can just finish it off. Just that simple. Next, you want to take, like this here, just a fitting cleaner for plumbing pipe. I like to clean these out, make sure you get all the rust out, because these are, like I said, are extremely rusty. Matter of fact, you can see how, it's just completely rusted out here. Some are worse than this. But I was looking for one. Here we go. The threads are just from here to here. That's it. That's all the threads. The rest of it's rusted out. And these are already extremely short, so I don't want to risk anything with these not tightening on all the way, or even worse, stud breaking off while you're going down the road. All right, she's cleaned out. Typically, I would use an installer. It's a Lyle. I believe the number is 22800. It's a lug stud installer. Got the concave part, faces out, because you would normally just show you. Take a lug nut, and it fits in that concave area. But I can't use this. I tried it, and I stripped a couple out already, because these lugs are so short, it doesn't really catch a whole lot of threads. So I had to make some stuff work, and you can pretty much use whatever you want to use. Have a lug stud here. So what I've done is I've just used some washers for some spacers. So you stick that in, line them splines up the best you can. And I always try to make, there's a marking on this, I try to make it to where it's upright, like this one has the M for the metric thread. I have it so I can read it that way. I can tell if this lug is spinning. If it's spinning, then obviously it's not going in. And since I have the space here on the front, I don't on the back, I like to take advantage of it and give it just a couple little taps just to get her in place there. I got new lug nuts too. Original lug nuts were 19, well, actually 19 and a half, because they were so swollen because they were a two-piece. but the new one-piece ones I bought are 3/4 inch. Anyway, like I said, I just got this washer on there to get me started, and I'm going to have to put more on here in just a moment because it's going to start hitting that shoulder. So anyway, get your whatever socket it is, get your impact. Hey, don't knock these cheap Chinese lug wrenches for impact. Man, these things are nice. Anyway, loud noises. All right, back that nut out because I'm getting ready to hit the shoulder. Now with the lug stud installer, this isn't a problem. You just put it on and would normally hammer it down. But like I said, these lugs are these studs are super short. I keep calling them lugs. Anyway, you know what I mean. All right, so I'm just going to go ahead and finish it off. I like to use my fingernail back here. Yep. Couple. All right. Take my stuff off here, and I'll show you what I'm talking about with the shoulders here. Other ones are over here. Because I can't use just one washer, because one washer isn't enough, because it doesn't pull it in all the way, and just a little bit of this gets exposed, and then the nut stops right here, and it's not going any further, so it's not going to pull it in the rest of the way. So that's why I have to get a couple more washers. I'm going to go ahead and get the lug nut, make sure that lug nut fits. I like to check them because you don't know if for some reason if you strip one of the threads on here, but that nut came off really easily. So I'm confident it's okay. Yep. And she threads on all the way. Okay, she's on all the way. And these particular lugs are M12s, and they have a 1.25 thread pitch. Like I said, and these lug nuts are the one piece, whereas the other two, I can't talk. The other ones are the two pieces. And as many people know, they like to swell up because you get rust in between the lug and that fancy covering. And for that problem, that's easily solved by one of these half size increment sockets. These things are a godsend. Anyway, that's all it takes to do these. It's real simple, like you saw me. I mean, it takes, and it's the thing that sucks is when you're replacing one, it sucks because it takes longer to take everything apart than it does to knock the old one out and put the new one in. But anyway, as you saw, super simple. There's nothing to it. So anyway, I hope this video was helpful for someone. And if it was, like, subscribe. And as always, thanks for watching.